Morning, warm welcome. Many thanks indeed for calling through. We are on Tuesday morning. Time now just running into around 7:45 a.m. We're on the early shift. We're on the milk train. Many thanks indeed, I say, for checking in. Lovely to have you with me. It's fantastic to be with you. And onward and upward we go. A bit of a good run yesterday for the one bet I gave you, a horse called Broken Rifle, third each way at 5-1. It was my biggest bet of the year, but no harm done. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a moment. I've got one bet for you today. It runs tonight on a horse which looks like it, to me, it should be certainly in the frame, but I think it's going to win. And I'll tell you all about that. It's trained by a very old friend of mine in the business who's rose to the top of the training tree. Top of the training tree, say that. Top of the tipping tree, top of the training tree, top of the training tree. And so it should be, and so it has been. And I'll tell you all about that in just a moment as well. So an interesting message coming up. And I can also tell you this horse tonight is extremely well handicapped, and this trainer has a 69% winning and place strike rate at the track. And that track is at Southwell, Southwell, but it's Southwell to me. And so it's an interesting suggestion, interesting prediction, and it's certainly an interesting bet that I'm going to be punting, that's for sure, because I can't imagine this horse is not going to place, but I can imagine it's going to win. So all about that in just one moment. Well, yesterday, Broken Rifle was a big bet of mine, 5-1. Each way, it came third, so no harm done. Did have a lot of messages from people who actually backed it for a place. They got even money, and they preferred to do that, the old even money job. And no problem at all, never looked like not being placed, so well done to everyone who did that. If you backed it each way, you'd have got your cash back. No problem at all with that. We're coming off the back, of course, on a Sunday, 16-1 to 9-1 each way bet on a horse called Magic Tricks, which ran really well for JP McManus and the boys over there in Ireland. Coming up best of his four runners in a big handicap there, worth 100 grand to the winner. Just got pegged off at the final 50 yards, but ran an absolute blinder, another winning bet each way. And that followed Saturday's big winner on a horse called Hold Fast, which did hold fast and won in a photograph finish at 7-1. Previous week, I had a 14-1 double on two horses, MICKS MAESTRO and LATINO FLING. And, of course, on the previous Saturday, a 40-1 double at Cheltenham on, I'm just going to have a quick look at that because days go by so fast. A horse called CORMIER and a horse called FREYED winning at Cheltenham first and third races. So another big double there. So we had a 40-1, 14-1 double last week. Paying big money, obviously, and this week's been all right as well, kicking off with a 7-1, big 16-1 each way, and yesterday no harm done. So we're moving into the second week of February, which is a shortened month, of course, 28 days, but I'm looking for a big grandstand finish in the next 3 weeks. So stay very, very close to me, whatever you do. I've got some enormous bets coming up, and Cheltenham round the corner, of course, and an Aintree, and the big Punchestown Festival. You know my predictions in Ireland are absolutely incredible, second to none. So stay close, as they say, stay close. And don't forget, I'll give you the source now from this trainer of the 69% strike rate, but give us a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind to my channel. It really helps my algorithms and the analytics. Analytics, that's a new word for the dictionary. The Britannica Encyclopedia, whatever it is. Analytics, it's analytics actually. Analytics. It took me years to say that. It took me years to say analytics. So now I'm going to have to say analytics. It's funny, isn't it? Anyway, come on. There's no time for that. We must have fun, mustn't we? We mustn't have fun. We've got to win. Well, you can win and have a bit of fun as well, that's for sure. And that's what this channel is all about. It's, you know, I want to win, obviously, but you've got to have a bit of fun as well, haven't it? Because it's hard enough when you're losing. Trust me, when you're winning, you want to have a bit of fun. When you're losing, it's not very, very pleasant, as we all know. So you've got to keep it happy, eh? Keep it happy in your life as well. 7 o'clock at Southwell. Now this is an interesting race. 5 runners go to post for a 0-75. Very, very interesting little handicap where it's going to be a slowly run affair, as they say, a slowly run race. And I think that's going to fall exactly into the hands of the horse I'm going to give you right now. The horse is called number 2, Roaming in Gloaming. Like the song, Roaming in the Gloaming. Number 2, Roaming in Gloaming. Got Molly on the move here. Trained by Carl Burke and ridden by stable jockey Clifford Lee. Now, Carl's got a 69% win and place strike rate at Southwell, which is extraordinary. It really has. He's an absolute incredible enigma at Southwell. I remember years ago standing next to him in the grandstand after racing and having a chat with him. I used to have a couple of horses with Carl, and he took a horse there to train on the fibre sand a long time ago. This in the Dark Ages. And, you know, he knew it was an unraced one, but he knew when it was going to race that the horse would act on the ground, and that's a master craftsman at work, you know, leaving nothing to chance. And Carl is like that, and it's with his meticulous planning and with his dedication to his trade that he's risen to top and got a better standard of horse. Former jump jockey, of course, Carl Burke, but more importantly, a really nice guy. I like him a lot. And you have to take people how you find them, don't you, in life? You know, not everyone likes you, not everyone don't like you, but I like Carl. I've always got a lot of time for him, and he's always had a lot of time for me, although I've not spoke to him for a little while. I do also wish him all his best. It's great to see him being so successful, and I've enlisted winners and all sorts of fancy winners from you know, being a very, very journeyman trainer. So that's what hard work and persistence does, and it's the same in business as well. So well done to big Carl Burke there, or small Carl Burke, or middle Carl Burke, isn't it? But there we go, aging gracefully, Carl, aging gracefully, like us all, eh? Well, I'm not. I'm going backwards. You know, I'm not going forwards anymore. I'm going backwards in age. I'm not going anymore. I'm not having any more birthdays. I'm going backwards. When I go backwards, and I'm going to lose my birth certificate, and then you can, you know, you can be 33 again, can't you? 33. Wow. 7 o'clock at Southwell, number 2. It's called Roaming and Gloaming each way. Off a mark of 71, ran a really good race in a claimer last time up at Lingfield. Only got touched off, and it was a good claimer as well. Got beat by a Mark Johnston, or no, I beg your pardon, by a William Haggis horse. And that was really good form, rock solid. And I think this is a really poor race. And although no race is easy to win, they're not. But this one's pretty open, to be honest with you, to winning. And I think Roman and the Gloaming could be well handicapped off a mark of 71. I think the race will be run to suit it. Carl, you know, nobody's fool. He's got a 69% win and place strike rate at the track. 4-1 each way. If it comes in the first 2, you get your money back. If it wins, you win, and you get a little bit on top for your trouble. Looks a real good bet. You know, there's only 4 horses to beat in this race, and I think he's got the beating of 3 of them. So I think he'll be in the frame. And I think he'll win. It's number 2, Roaming and Gloaming, and it carries my vote. And I'm not going to sing it again, but I'm on it. I'm on it, and I'll be back tonight at 6 o'clock before Roaming and Gloaming ran and won, hopefully. But in the meantime, I'm looking forward to you giving me a thumbs up. I'm looking forward to having a really good day, and I'm looking forward to having a really good winner with Roaming and Gloaming each way. The first 2. It's a sort of a, you know, pretty safety bet there, that if it's in the frame, you win, you get your money back. And if it wins, you get 4-1 with an extra bit on top for your trouble, as I say. Very clever, that. I think in a 5-runner race, that looks like the one to me. Each way. And that's it. I shall return, as they say, at 6 o'clock tonight. Have a great day.